y'all doing today? You know what I was just thinking? I need to take y'all on a farm tour. I know we hadn't did that yet. So why don't we just go around and look. This is my little stand. I put out a few vegetables and all. Me and my wife make a couple dollars. We don't make much, but we share with the community what we don't use. And over here, as I've showed you before, we have our 2 rows of squash and zucchini, which I need to get in there and pull some of the dead leaves out. I'm fighting squash bugs hard, and the flies. So, and then we have our next row of tomatoes, and these are the Romas. These are going to be our paste tomatoes. We plan on putting a few jars back so we can make some sauce. And I think I messed up a little bit because I got a few beef steaks in there with them. So somewhere in there I've got a few of them mixed up. But it's too late now. Now this one is a beef steak. These are my indeterminate tomatoes. And this whole row right here. The next row is our bush beans, which they came up sparsely. You know, you got some that came up, some didn't. And on the end, I put some sunflowers. And next row was okra, which we have more small ones to put in.
We didn't have a good turnout with the first batch.
No, I think we planted them too early and it wasn't warm enough. And this is my backup row, which you can see it looks a little bit better than the row over there of squash and zucchini. And because we're going to be pulling that one soon over there on that end. And this will keep us going, but we're going to plant another succession. This is cherry tomatoes. We got them in kind of late because me and my wife both got COVID and we were down for a little while, so that's what happened. That's why these are still small. Over here we had a very disappointing night. You see that? That was all butterhead lettuce, and it was nice, big, pretty heads. And apparently Mr. Rabbit decided to have him a buffet, so I'm gonna call Elmer Fudd so he can hunt that rabbit and get him out of here. This is our corn, and this is the 25th of June.
26th.
26th. And this is the size of it. So you know how they say knee high by the 4th of July, you should be doing good. I think every bit of it's over knee high. And
well over knee high for me.
Yeah. My honey, that's because you're vertically challenged. But I love you. This is our collard greens. We thought we'd keep a little bit when all the other winter vegetables went out. We thought we'd keep them because nobody else will have some, so maybe we can get a few extra sales out of them. These were my pitiful carrots. This is the first time carrots were ever grown in this, and I broad forked it, but I think the ground is still a little too hard because they're getting round and they're stopping to grow. The tomatillos went everywhere, y'all. We've got quite a few of the, over here, Mom, got quite a few of the fruit coming on the bushes, and it's got quite a few buds that were flowers, and they're falling out, and the bees are all in here, and they love it. But down at the end of the tomatillos, I have some kale that I kept in. And we have peppers. These are pepperoncinis. They're kind of small. Like I said, me and Mom had the COVID. So there's a few things that got in late because we didn't, we were down and didn't have the energy to get out here and do it. And we got, guess what, right here, y'all? We got jalapenos.
Something ate that one.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's something I found and just stuck it there. That's not a jalapeno.
Okay.
Looks like I don't know, some kind of vine or something. This is my attempt at
there's Brussels sprouts down on the end down
yes,
there,
ma'am.
both of
yes,
those.
Ma'am. And then this is celery.
Didn't have much luck with the celery
No,
either.
it's doing all right, but it needs to be watered a little bit more than what we can do. This is an empty row, except for down there was some collards, some stray collards. And then we have some more beefsteaks right here. And I think a few cherry tomatoes. This is a whole row of vining bush beans. The bush beans over there are already getting beans on them, but these are not getting nothing. I don't know if anybody knows why, or if maybe they're just a later season blooming. There's a few going to pot. Rosemary and dill. And we have right here, we have green peppers, basil. I think that's pineapple basil. Look at the bee on there. He loves that flower and bloom. And it has gone crazy with the size of it. And that's eggplant. And behind me, we have National Pickling Cucumber. Say that 5 times fast. And here we go again with Mr. Ed. I found a tomato plant somewhere, and I'll just drop it anywhere.
We got all different kinds of peppers here.
Yeah, everything from poblanos to pepperoncinis to green, yellow, and red bell peppers. And then over here, we got more peppers. Poblanos, thin, what is that? Long, thin, hot peppers. And then we got slicing cubes over here. And below this wood pile, hey guys, don't think this pile right here. Trying to get that up on my left. It's not the prettiest wood chips, but it's free. I caught some guys out here cutting down trees around the power line to ask them about it, and they started dumping it. So I've used them all throughout the farm. And down here, I put some watermelon and cantaloupe on the bed of this stuff to see how it comes out.
Just don't pay attention to the weeds today.
No,
Today's weed eating day.
Yeah, and we've been on this land for a little over 6 months, so we're battling, some different issues, from trash that people dropped out here when it was just wooded to weeds and everything. But this is our watermelons and cantaloupe and more watermelons. And we're working on this down here, and that just came up like some kind of gourd, and it went crazy on my brother's when he moved out of his house, and he gave us his compost pile. We brought it over and dumped it there, and it's gone crazy. And this is my compost pile. This is just stuff that I've been pulling out the garden and dumping here.
And household scraps.
And household scraps, yes ma'am. And I flipped it over, and it's doing really good. It's really black on the center, so I put all the center out to the outside. Put all the center to the outside and put the other stuff in the middle, so we get to work on that. Hey guys, what we have right here is a little assortment of things, from flowers we've grown to extra tomatoes we've thrown in bags to keep from, just throwing them away since we grew them. Our porch is full of all kinds of vegetables that need to be put in the ground. Some winter stuff we started, and some replacement stuff. We have more tomatoes here, and I had a big 5-gallon bucket of mint my brother gave me, and it was crazy bushy, so I split it 3 ways, put one or more back in the bucket, and one on each side of the porch. Here's our long term, which we have peach trees, apple trees, and berry bushes, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. And we're slowly but surely it's growing and getting stuff. This is the blackberries. Mom wants it. Man, I was gonna eat it, Mom, but since you got it, that's all right. Couldn't find a better person to give it to. There's another spot over here.
Ooh, that was sour.
Was it sour?
Uh-huh.
There's another spot over here. We were planting some rogue. This is where I pull my dirt from my hole over there, but we're planting some rogue tomato bushes. I got some stakes to put them on them. And there's the other piece of that mint, and it's doing great right there. It's great green color. But over here, it's a little more sandy in this area. So we just started some rows until it rained the other day, and we got to come over here and repair everything.
It washed a lot of stuff away.
Yeah, well, we can repair it. And I'll take and put a log down there to divert the water like we did over here. But we're continuously working on this land and trying to be good stewards. But down here, we have some pumpkins, right, Mom?
Yep. Jack-o'-lanterns.
Jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, and then we have watermelon.
Watermelon and cantaloupe are here.
Cantaloupe up here in the other end.
Ooh, sorry for the loud noise.
Watermelon and cantaloupe. I know it's hard to see it from up here, but here's what they are. We're working on this. Here's the watermelon at my feet. Can you see it? Okay, and we got cantaloupes out here too. Right here's one, there's one. But that's, guys, that's our little fledgling farm. So we'd like for you to like this video, subscribe, and share it. And we greatly appreciate every comment that the viewers make. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Have a blessed day.